Hello everyone and welcome to my world. I have these really cool little bitty jelly plates and I think they are so much fun, and I'm going to use them and some cheap acrylic paint and one stencil. The stencil I'm using is from Stencil Girl Products, Tracy Batista. And I chose this one because there's so many different textures, and I like that because then I don't have to have a bunch of them, and as you can see, it's dirty and my jelly plates are dirty and I don't like to clean. So if I just use one, I only have to clean once. We're going to start off with the pink and put a little bit of paint on there, and I put way too much paint. These tiny ones is so hard to judge. So I'm going to brayer off some of this paint onto another jelly plate. And as a helpful hint, when you are jelly printing, always have an extra book to clean your brayer on. Because you clean your brayer, flip the page, and you're ready. When your book is full, you have a whole new book to do your art and journaling in. So I have this little rectangle, and I'm going to stamp right here. Now I'm going to lift this up because I had a lot of paint on there. I'm going to take this and my little baby wipe just so that my fingers stay semi-clean. And so we got two images. This isn't going to do very well because I have a lot of paint on there, but I can do this. And I always have an extra piece of paper or two off to the side to get those little ghosty prints that are just smudgies, like that. Now this paper is a sticker paper. This was something my sister gave me, a bunch of runoff and cutoffs of stuff. So now the other one that I inked up too heavily, I'm going to use that over here. It's the oval. And I'm going to imprint. It's kind of cool to use these as steps because then they have more than one purpose. And instead of flipping it over this time, I'm going to rub it. So I get a whole new color because the stencil's dirty. And then I'm going to stamp that one and pull that up. And this had some blue on it, so some of that's showing through. I'll give this one more push just in case there's a little something left. Okay, so we've stamped the pink and I realized I wasn't getting a good picture. So we're going to use the little hexagon in my very favorite color of paint. It's the Anita's acrylic in Hawaii. I love it. I don't know what it is about that. Just a little dab. Going to brayer it on. And using my fancy stencil, I think I want some polka dots. And I do that, and voila. You can't actually see the shape of the jelly plates on all of them, but some of them you can. And when it's all done, it's going to be a nice little mixture of all different colors. There, I'm just going to rub it with my fingers. As you can see, I'm getting the dirty part off, so it's a whole new color, whole new texture. So because there's still blue paint, I'm going to do this little oval, and I really love all the polka dots, but I know we can get too many, so I'm just going to print part of that. And down here is another really cool texture. And now I'm going to just use my jelly plate as a push tool. And I got all those different little impressions. And of course, we can't do a project where there isn't a little bit of orange. So I'm going to put the orange on. And if you've noticed on some of the jelly plates that I have a stamping block on the back, except the oval doesn't have anything and it works fine to just pick it up also. I just like the sturdiness, so I know I'm not going to poke a hole in it. I'm just going to do my little impression. Turn it over. Get a little bit of it off. And no, I'm not really that tight when it comes to paint. It's just everything makes a different look, so I want to get the most out of it that I can get. Okay, this time I'm going to use the green and push down right there. Lift it up. Because this is a word, I'm going to come over here on top of that right there. And maybe the word will show through. Nope, but we tried. You can kind of see P-L-A-Y there. Now, of course, it's going to be backwards on the jelly plate. And I'm not pushing very hard because I just want a little bit. I want to get this color scattered throughout. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the yellow on. I'll come back and I'll show you my next step. Okay, so I have done all the jelly stamping and it is kind of a mess right now. But I'm going to take my paint pens. I have a Sharpie and the Posca, and I am going to doodle. I'm going to outline some things. I'm going to just make marks all over it. I'm going to use several different colors because I've got lots of colors in here. And I want to make sure that I get all these different colors in different places. So you kind of get that idea. And then I'm going to take my wonderful gel crayons that are really new to me, and I'm going to play with those and add some more colors. Just put a little scribble and smear it. And a little scribble and smear it. And I've got to get some darker colors in there. It's not enough dark in here for me. And I can use different fingers when they start getting dirty. And a lot of the other colors still show through. So you're still getting the colors you originally used in the paint, but you're getting a lot of other fun colors too, because they kind of make their own. And I am just scribbling where I think I want this color and smearing. No rhyme, no reason. Okay, so I have decided I think it still needs some more black, and I don't want to get up and run over to the paint and find my black. So I'm going to color on my finger, smear over the stencil, or make a little pile of it here, and just add a little black where I think it needs to be, or maybe where it wants to be. And I love the little stripes. Just pick up a little paint. This just shows you don't have to have the best, fanciest tools. Use what you got. You got the best ones right here. So we'll finish this out. And then I think I told you all it was stickers, in case you were wondering how I'm going to do stickers. This is the one I made earlier. These are address labels. I have stamped on it and decorated it and colored it in. It is way fuller than this one. So this one still got some ways to go, but this one is done. So you're wondering, why do I need these and what do I do with them? Well, I have a couple of ideas. The address label, for an address label, go figure. And you can use them in your art journals as borders. You could cut them up, tear them up in little pieces, do little mosaics with them, or say you've got this real special card somebody made you and you want to save it in your journal. You can use them just like tape. There, it's in there. And if I want to be a little more secure, I'll pull off another one and tape right over this. And now it's in there. And now I can journal around it and do my art wherever I want. And it's all done. Okay, you remember the little piece of paper that I was stamping on that I said is sticker paper. So I would doodle this all up. But to save some time, I'm just going to show you. You can take this and figure out where you like it. And punch. And me and this punch never get along. See? Sticker paper. Sticky. So now you have these cool little stickers that you can put wherever you want. Now, of course, that punch was a pain. This one is a lot more fun. But something you can do with the bigger punch or with the circle punches is, even though these are all already rectangles, put it in here and don't pay attention where it goes and punch. So now you have two partial circles. So if you have your journal going and you're doing a border, you can use your stickers along the edge and get a round circle. And it doesn't all have to be squares and rectangles. So there's several ways to use them. And I also told you at the beginning to brayer off in a book. This has all been brayered off, and then a few stencils added on top of it, and my jelly plates cleaned off on here. And this whole journal is ready to be decorated and made into whatever it is that I want to do. Thanks for watching.